we're in an incredibly unique circumstance. So
Yeah.
anyways, I am so thankful that you found the time to join me today.
Oh, my absolute pleasure. Thank you for what you're pulling together here for everybody.
How can we work from home and be parents at the same time?
And my first piece of advice to all parents is this is a time to be so compassionate with yourself, because this was not the plan for anybody. You would have gotten training, you would have had set up, there's all kinds of systems that you would have put in place, but you were literally thrown into this without any of the support and training features. So just be kind and compassionate as you work your way through an iterative process where you will get to something that kind of works well enough. So keep the bar low. And then I would say the second thing is that you've got to rely on a schedule. The schedule is not just for your own sanity. The schedule is also a communication device to your kids. At 2.5, she doesn't really comprehend any of this that is going on. So at this age, we need to spend a lot of time training kids. They're concrete learners. They're very visual. So you might want to make a visual schedule of the day. Get some cheesy analog clock and make your own little prop. From 9 o'clock till 10 o'clock, you can turn that little wedge of the analog face of the clock red, and you go, Lucy, this red is when mommy's in her office and working. They understand when you're working and when you're not working. And then try to really show that by doing something that is different. Meaning, if you have the luxury of a home office, you literally close the door. Mm-hmm. And you can put a little stop sign on the door that's like, stop here. This is the no-go zone. If you don't have that luxury, you might make something symbolic like putting on headphones. Mm-hmm. When it's red and I put my headphones on, that means I'm at work and I can't be disturbed. It's not in saying the schedule. It's not in posting the schedule. It's literally showing her experientially that you won't be disturbed, which means when that first couple of days, we call it take time for training. She is going to bang on your door. She's going to bang and cry and stick her little fingers under the door. And it's painstaking. And if you're someone who had a hard time with sleep training, this is going to be difficult. But honestly, if we can wait it out as they keep working as they cry, so don't do phone calls during the first couple of days of training. At 10 o'clock when you come out, she's learning, even when I bang on the door doesn't open. The door always opens at 10 o'clock. I'm going to find something else to do. And hopefully there's another care person, an older sibling or a partner who can distract it for that hour that you're there. Any visual clues that you can give that this is a workspace. The exciting things are out in the other room. You literally just have to prove to them that you're unavailable, not talk about why you're unavailable. Right? I mean, and you see this all the time with when you're trying not to, you're on your phone, you're going like, I'm on a call. I can't talk. I'm on a call. No, I can't talk to you right now. I'm on a call. All I just did there was talk.
Right.
I'm saying I can't talk, but I'm talking. So kids don't listen to your mouth. They listen to your behavior. Show them. You don't tell them, show them. And so showing them, it's hard, right? Because it means that kids will protest. They will try to test the limits and boundaries. Mm-hmm. And that's okay. That's how kids find limits and boundaries. So don't be upset and disappointed if your kid's banging at the door like, didn't they hear me? Didn't they listen? Didn't I tell them I couldn't come out? They don't believe that. They need evidential proof that you won't come out. So you're in the process of showing them. So cool. Our job is to set the boundaries. Their job is to test them. That's the agreement. It's called parenting. I'm sorry, I can't make it simpler.
Okay.
And the hardest thing for kids is to actually decide what they're going to do. It's transitioning. So it might be saying, well, I have 1 hour, I'm going to be working. What will you be doing? And then setting up 3 or 4 activities are already pre-decided. So you're going to do some coloring, you're going to play with your Lego blocks, and then you're going to play Candyland.
So how do you advise parents to talk to their kids about play dates when they can see their friends or they can't come over?
Kids will, at that age, you are the sole giver of truth and normalcy. Whatever you say, they're going to believe. And so they can say, now we need to stay inside. We can look at our friends, but we can't get close because we can't spread those germs. And their world is pretty much only your house, your block, what they can see. They can be disappointed. They can be upset, and you can be compassionate. I know, I miss them too. I wish we could play. What can we do instead? Let's put rainbows on our window so that they, let's write them a note and stick it on the window. We can drop things off and walk away. There's ways we can participate, but kids understand that that's a no-go. It's important that we are truthful with our kids, but that we say things in an age-appropriate way. So we don't need to lie and clean up the fact that we're in a pandemic. We can say it in a child simple way. They can understand germs, even though they can't see them. They know we need to wash our hands because we've got germs. You cough in the corner of your arm because we don't want to spread germs. We don't want people to get sick.
How can people find you?
I think the best single point place is through my website, AlysonSchafer.com. And there's a whole wealth of parenting advice pieces.
Do you have speed dial?